Hey guys, it's Frank and Tom here again. We're coming to you this week to talk a little bit about the pitch for Crowdfund London. And it may sound obvious, but the pitch is slightly separate to the project page that I know a lot of you have already been creating. And I just wanted to introduce a couple of the documents that you may need to provide for that pitch, just so you can go away and source them, and there's plenty of time for you to do that before the deadline on the 13th of January. So just a couple that you will need to go and look for are things like your organisation's legal status. You will be entering in to a contract with the GLA, so they will need to know your track record and what you've done before to kind of justify giving you a sizable pledge from the Mayor of London, and things like perhaps your financial records and governance documents. Are there other kind of documents that they may need, Tom?
There may be, we're not going to lie to you. However, they will be specific to your project. So we don't ask you to go away and get a safeguarding policy, for example, if your project doesn't involve working with children. If you don't have any of the policies that you are asked for in the pitch, don't worry. You can normally just go online and find a template. If you just Google, for example, board composition documents or equalities policy or any of these things, they're really easy to find. You can just download them and change them into your own organisation. But don't worry for now. I think the main ones, as Frank has said, are the ones that all projects are asked for.
Absolutely, and just to kind of provide you with some more support in that regard, we will be hosting a webinar in a few weeks' time specifically on the pitch to just mop up any queries you guys have about that. But Tom also wants to talk about Mobilise.
Yes, some of you may have been invited to a chat discussion board, essentially, that we've set up for Crowdfund London project creators to be able to talk to one another. It's also where we can talk to you as well. We're every day, myself and Frank are available. We're posting interesting things that we think you should be reading, answering any questions that you have, and therefore they're visible to everyone else at the same time. We think it's a really good thing that you guys are networked, that you're able to support one another, you're able to learn from each other, and share in the journey that you're all on. In order to get onto that discussion group, you will need to have a project page on Spacehive. So as soon as you create your project page, we'll be able to then send you an invite in.
Fantastic. Yeah, I really would encourage you to get onto Mobilise and start sharing your knowledge, sharing your thoughts with each other, and we'll be there, as Tom says, to complement that. Now, just in terms of support for next week, we do have a webinar coming up on Tuesday at noon, so and details are below in the email we've got here. So do turn up to that. We'll be there to kind of answer any questions you've got about what's come up so far, and also have a focus on crafting your project page. And turning it into something wonderful that the community and all your potential backers are going to love. But we'll see you then.